It's official. As of the start of Season 8, I will be your Mobalytics Barbarian writer. The team over there has been absolutely amazing. I want to talk about 3 of the builds that we have been playing since the launch of the season that you will absolutely love. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or somebody that is just getting started on the Barbarian for the very first time, these builds will absolutely kill it for you. The Mobalytics team dropped a video today that I wanted to share with everybody, and then we'll talk some Barbarian.
In the past, leveling as a Barbarian has felt absolutely diabolical, but now in Diablo IV Season 8, you're going to be dashing around from mob to mob like an absolute lunatic, creating massive earthquakes that will delete giant packs of enemies, which is perfect for the new Season 8 mechanic, Incursions. So in this video, we'll be taking a quick look at this new insane season starter build from our Barbarian expert Cliptis here at Mobalytics. And if you want to see the guide in full in more detail, then click the link in the description. Now the great thing about this build is there's only 2 things you need to make it work, which are the 2 blue runes Moni and Tech, which are easy to obtain early on. The reason this works is that the runes combine to create earthquakes with every 2 lunging strikes. So it's perfect if you just want to kick back, relax, press one button, and simply blow everything up. This build is naturally powerful, versatile, takes bosses out with ease, and absolutely decimates packs in AoE. It doesn't need any legendaries or uniques to function, but it's versatile enough to utilize them really well when you do come across them later on. If anything, the only downside about this build is that it won't take you as far into Endgame. So when you get there, make sure you check out some more of Cliptis' Endgame Barbarian builds on our website. This playstyle is by far the strongest starter build for Barbarians in Season 8. It's just so much faster, easier to use, and way more powerful than any other option so far. So when it comes to leveling as a Barbarian this season, this is the kind of build that Guts would approve of. Don't forget to click the link below to check out the build in full, as well as plenty of other fantastic Barbarian builds for when you get to Endgame as well. Make sure you check out Cliptis on Twitch and YouTube and follow him there for tons more Diablo IV content. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.
I come around the top of this corner here, pop that so that this pole doesn't kill me either. Wait till she slams the ground, then you come back in, and then you die. So it's just like that. Absolutely amazing. I wish that my editing skills were on par like that. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the team for letting me be a part of this amazing adventure here that we're taking into Season 8 and going forward into the future of Diablo 4. There's going to be a lot of great stuff that we're going to be able to do. Now, if we just finished that video, you know that we were just talking about the Lunging Flamequake leveling guide. That's going to be this one right here. We're not going to go over the guides in full. I will have full planners and videos that will break down everything in the description of this video. We're just going to highlight a little bit about the builds so you guys have a great idea of what you want to do when you hop onto a Barbarian, and then when you hit level 60, which path you take. One of the most asked questions that I get during the live stream is which direction to go once you hit level 60. Will the Flamequake build carry me into the endgame, or should we swap to the Summoner Barbarian? The answer actually is either one. They're both pushing up to about pit 90 so far, and they're going to keep on getting further as people's gear gets better, as we discover new tech. So do not worry, if you make one choice or the other, it's going to be the right choice for you. We'll talk about the differences, and I'll show you a little bit of gameplay so you can kind of pick which direction you're going. And we'll also talk about what the heck is a Summoner Barbarian. Let's talk about the Lunging Flamequake build first. This one uses a highly mobile basic skill combined with the Moni and Tech runes. These 2 runes will spawn earthquakes for massive AoE damage. Your other rune combinations will vary depending on where your character is at. If you have access to Harbinger's Hatred's Volley, this will be your main choice. If you have not yet acquired this power, you're simply going to slot in Hatred's Embraces Hate. This will be the next choice for you. This build combines 2 distinct playstyles based on your weapon choice. You can combine a 2-handed mace with heavy-handed for some massive hits, or you can simply cycle your weapons and pair duelists with your dual-wield setup for some slice and dice. This will get all of your earthquakes out there as fast as you can. For this dual-wield setup, make sure that you run at least 1 sword and 1 mace so you can take advantage of all of the damage you're going to gain from Wallop. This build right here has ramping damage and can kill even the toughest bosses for you. Use Call of the Ancients, then cast Ground Stomp, cast Call of the Ancients again, and watch the bosses blow up. With fast cooldowns from Marshall combined with Bold Chieftain, this build will take you through all the content that you need. Now, I don't know about you, but I love big, fast, mobile builds, which is why the Whirlwind Summoner build was my next choice. Discovered completely by accident when I entered into a pit run, and I forgot to put the Tech rune on. I discovered the insane power of the summon tag on my Call of the Ancients when it absolutely blew everything up. I ran straight to the enchanter, and the Whirlwind Summoner build was born. This build will combine the speed of the Whirlwind Barbarian with the awesome power of your Call of the Ancients ultimate skill. Because the Ancients are considered summons, we can now scale that damage up in some incredible ways. We'll be borrowing the amazing power of the Kamehameha Beam from the Wandering Death's Chest Beam, as well as big multipliers from Harbinger's Hatred's Volley. But the cream of the crop is going to be your Beastmaster's training. This is going to give a massive 150% increase to your summoning damage, which is going to be your Ancients. You have the option of 3 different runes that you're going to combine with your tech rune: Bach, Igni, and Bach. Each will serve a different purpose, but Bach and Igni are going to be your main choice. The other rune combination that you're going to be running is either going to be Neo, Bach if you're not using it for the previous one, and then that is going to be combined with the Zek rune to make sure that we're cooling down our Ancients as fast as possible. Now, there are 2 must-haves that you're going to need to get for this build, and they are not very hard to get. The very first one that you're going to need is going to be the Rage of Haragoth. You're going to combine that with the Furious Whirlwind so that you can apply bleed and reduce the cooldowns of all of your abilities. To achieve this, we're going to be using a 2-handed slashing weapon. The other one that we're going to need is going to be your Ariad's Bearing. This is going to give huge cooldown reduction to your Call of the Ancients. If you combine that with the Vehement Brawler, you end up with a 9.5 second cooldown on your Call of the Ancients, and this is absolutely key to making this build run. Just like the Flamequake build, the damage here is going to be ramping. You're going to follow the same exact attack strategies. You're going to use your Call of the Ancients, cast Ground Stomp, then you'll recast your Call of the Ancients. Make sure that you are spinning to win so you can reduce the cooldowns as you watch the boss's HP melt away. And there you have it, the 2 different versions of the Endgame Barbarian builds that we have that will progress nicely from the leveling build guide for the lunging Flamequake. If you've been following along with the lunging build, make sure that you swap to either one of these 2 planners here. They're going to be the optimal setup. I did pull them out of the leveling guides, and I pulled them out of the Quake Stomp guides to make sure that they had their own standalone platforms. When you are inside of these, make sure you scroll down to the bottom, open up the links that are down here, because there will be a changelog. If we're going to be removing something or changing something, I will put it in this because the build is evolving. If you haven't yet, stop by the live stream. Let me know what you think of the build, because we've been having people every night let me know what they see in the planner, if there's something that we should change. So I've been adding all of that in nice and live with everybody, and it has been an absolute blast. The community has gotten behind these builds, and they're making sure that we give the best product to everybody out there that wants to try the Barbarian. Now, the last thing I have, if you're just hitting level 60, make sure you come over here to Cliptis.com. We have a complete endgame guide that's going to be a how-to, a step-by-step, where to go, what to do, and how to tackle the endgame process. You can also click on this link video right here. This is going to be the video on how to get through your endgame process as well. There's a lot out there to do, especially if you're new to Diablo IV. And if you're new, welcome. And now before you go, hop over here right to the main page, click on the Discord link, and join the amazing community that we have built around Diablo IV and many other ARPGs. Whether you're an experienced player or brand new to Diablo IV, hop into the Discord. There's going to be something there for you. Let's get as much information out there as we can about Diablo IV to as many people as possible. If you found this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments what you think of the build, if you made some changes, how far you pushed in the pits. Love to hear from you. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm live every night. I'd love it if you stopped by, said hi, theory crafted with me. Catch you on the clip side.